watching Studio 9.
Welcome to Studio 9. I'm your host, Robert Bettis. This is Positive Southwest Living, a chance to be a tourist in your own town. We have a great show for you this week. We're going to go out to the KTSM Outdoor Kitchen, and our friends at Trattoria Bella Sera Italian Restaurant will prepare in under 30 minutes their famous chicken Alfredo. There's a story, too. Did you know Alfredo sauce was invented by an Italian man who was trying to please his pregnant wife? And it's nearly Halloween, and a big fundraiser is going on at the El Paso Zoo called Bat to the Bone. We sent our very special field correspondent, Hawk Pendleton, out to the zoo. I want to warn you, Hawk is a little batty. I'm here at night at the El Paso Zoo. I don't recommend coming at night because you hear strange noises. And of course, here at the zoo, inside, nearly all the animals are completely deadly.
Politely dinkly?
Completely deadly.
Completely deadly.
Not to die.
Oh, deadly. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Joining me now is Olivia Siqueiros. She is the youth coordinator. You do a lot of education for the youth by day, and then by night, social media guru. And of course, you also put on the bat costume.
I do.
Because we have a very special event coming up, and it involves these completely deadly, bats. They flutter around, they get in your hair, they attack you, yes?
Total myth, Robert. Total myth.
What?
These guys are so important, and they're so cute.
Oh, no.
So cute.
The only purpose is for Halloween decorations, and of course, Halloween is right around the corner, so that's why we're celebrating this, yes?
Well,
otherwise they're creepy and they suck blood.
They don't. I mean, yes, Halloween is right around the corner, but the truth is, bats are so crucial to a healthy ecosystem, and we have to protect them and love them.
Okay, so the El Paso Zoological Society is hosting a very special event, and of course the purpose of the society is to raise lots of money for the zoo.
Correct.
I happen to have walked around the zoo, and it is fantastic. All new displays, of course, that costs lots of money.
It does.
Enter the Zoological Society.
So, Robert, we are the support organization for the El Paso Zoo. We are the El Paso Zoo's cheerleader. Our mission is to help the zoo create these opportunities for people to rediscover their connection to nature. And by giving them this margin of excellence, like you saw the Hunt Endangered Species Carousel, the splash pad, the tree house, all these cool amenities that really make the El Paso Zoo the best place to bring your family.
It is wonderful.
It is beautiful here.
So let's talk about this little fundraiser that's going on virtually right now.
Yes, sir.
Between October 29th and November 1st, it's called Bat to the Bone.
Did I do that right?
Okay, so Bat to the Bone. How does it work and how can people be a part?
So Bat to the Bone is an opportunity for people to really learn about why bats are so important, and throwing in all the things that bats help us with, like tequila and chocolate. And what people can do is go onto our website at elpasozoosociety.org, purchase your tickets, and you're good to go.
Did you say tequila?
I said tequila.
And chocolate?
And chocolate.
Now, if they register, they're going to receive some tequila and chocolate?
Yes, sir, that is correct. And a really cool bat mask with collectible shot glasses.
Now, Olivia, how in the world does a creepy little fluttery bat help me have some potent tequila?
Well, if you're a true tequila lover, bats are the pollinators of the agave plant that helps to produce, drumroll please, tequila.
Really? Do you have to have this to have this?
Yes, sir. That's correct.
What about chocolate? You don't need these for chocolate.
You do. Yes, sir.
Come on, Olivia.
Many fruits, bananas, all kinds of stuff. Bats are so important. They are not only important to our environment, They are an indispensable natural resource. They are pest control, which we totally need here in the border region.
These like to eat mosquitoes.
They do, very much.
Can't
very much
stand
so.
those things.
I can't.
Torture.
You know, you just want to...
They eat about 1,800 each.
A night.
A night.
One. Imagine a colony of 20 million bats totally consuming mosquitoes here in our region. I mean, we don't want to give mosquitoes a biting chance, right, guys?
So, Olivia, you've basically taught me that the bats are not just for Halloween.
Nope.
They're essential to our ecosystem.
Correct.
You can register online at what website again?
ElPasoZooSociety.org.
And you register, you buy your package. It comes with the tequila, it comes with the chocolate, the bat mask, a lot of fun. And most importantly, you've helped out El Paso's Zoo. What a wonderful event.
And
so if you'd like more information, just go to our website, and that is ktsm.com. And don't forget to click on the Studio 9 tab. Well, that was different, but for a good cause. Well, we've got another job for Hawk Pendleton. We're going to send him out and find out why a brand new Subaru is covered in spiders and cobwebs. Stay with us.
Corruption, disgrace, a betrayal of the public trust. It's not a Washington story. It's Yvette Harrell's. While in office, Harrell secured over $1 million of our taxpayer dollars for her own company and an organization run by her own mother. It's why Harrell's actions have been called egregious. Now she's taking tens of thousands from corporate PACs. Corrupt Yvette Harrell would make Washington worse.
DCCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Egregious. That's what the Albuquerque Journal called Yvette Harrell's secret sweetheart deal. Harrell's company made $440,000 in government contracts, but Harrell didn't disclose it. And when she got the chance, Harrell helped direct over $500,000 to an organization run by her family. Using her position to cash in for herself? Egregious. We can't trust Yvette Harrell. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Xochitl Torres Small's insincere ads look like New Mexico, but her values are all California. Torres Small would be at home in San Francisco, cozying up with Nancy Pelosi. Radical environmentalists are loving on Torres Small after she voted to kill our energy jobs. Torres Small even votes like a gun-grabbing Californian, earning a D from the NRA. Phony ads, California values. Xochitl Torres Small is one of them. The NRCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
I'm Mayor DeMargo. Since my election 3 years ago, our city has faced many successes and many challenges. Through it all, my commitment to El Paso has remained steadfast, and I have full confidence and hope that we will again come together as before. We will continue to be a symbol of hope on the border for all to see. With your support, I will continue my commitment to serve you throughout a second term. I'm Mayor DeMargo, and I approve this message.
Hawk Pendleton here, animal lover from Australia. That was really weird what we did last night at the zoo about bats. Well, now the sun is out, and I'm sitting here by one of my favorite cars. It's a Subaru. Can you guess what kind of Subaru? That's right. It's an Outback. Four-wheel drive. Why is it sitting here at the zoo? Because Subaru El Paso is a major philanthropic player in El Paso, and it loves animals as much as I do. Joining me now, Terry Wyatt of the El Paso Zoological Society, the Chief Development Officer. Nice to see you.
Oh,
sir.
nice to see you, Hawk. You know, some people call me the chief beggar. But, you know, I know Australia is important to you, but this is my
Right.
hometown, El Paso, Texas, and we are so appreciative of Subaru El Paso. Working with the El Paso Zoo Society, we can't do our job without people like Subaru El Paso and KTSM backing us up to do great things in the zoo.
Terry, you joked about being the chief beggar. But when you have companies like Subaru El Paso, you don't have to beg that much. Their whole philosophy is earth and pets and family. So they were on board right away to help develop the zoo.
They were, because you know what? The El Paso Zoological Society and the El Paso Zoo and Botanical Gardens, we are all about conservation. We're about the environment. We are about teaching people about nature and helping them to connect to nature. That's what makes us tick.
That's a beautiful outback.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Looks like you drove through my hometown over here.
Well,
all decked out for Halloween, yeah?
I heard it was you, Hawk, that was joyriding, and you went through a bunch of
completely daylight places.
Spider-web.
I know you don't understand. It's completely daylight.
It's whatever you said.
Right.
Does it mean completely deadly?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very
Okay,
much.
there's somebody who gets it.
Every now and then. I know it's surprising.
Terry, in all seriousness, you've put in millions of dollars of beautiful improvements in this zoo. It couldn't be possible without companies and individual donors. Tell us a little more.
Well, I have to tell you, my boss, Renee Nort, the executive director of the El Paso Zoological Society, she has done yeoman's work in really working with this community to understand how important the Zoological Society is to the El Paso Zoo.
Beautiful.
The Foster family with the tree house, with the amphitheater, the Hunt family.
Yes.
We can't do our job without philanthropic people.
And of course.
And Subaru El Paso, we are thrilled to have them.
Terry, thank you so much. Want more information? Go to KTSM.com. Don't forget to click on the Studio 9 tab.
Thank you.
Conservation.
Conservation.
Hawk Pendleton, everyone. I'd like to see him wrestle a gator one day. Well, now we have a special treat for you. El Paso weather means we can cook outdoors almost all year round. And our friends at Trattoria Bella Sera Italian Restaurant visit the KTSM outdoor kitchen and prepare chicken Alfredo. Stay tuned.
I'm a mayor. I have to get up every day and deliver, just like Xochitl Torres Small. When the pandemic hit, we needed help. Xochitl stepped up to get us critical funding to keep essential services like police, fire, and EMS on the job. I'm a Republican, she's a Democrat, but we both stand up for New Mexico. This year, vote the person, not the party. That's Xochitl Torres Small.
I'm Xochitl Torres Small, and I approve this message.
This election is about big choices. Do we help small businesses and reward hard work? Or do we guarantee salaries to those who won't work? On healthcare, do we protect pre-existing conditions and lower costs? Or do we have a complete government takeover? Do we get serious about crime, or do we defund the police and release violent criminals? I'm Mark Ronchetti, and I approve this message because our kids are depending on us to make the right choices today.
He's a career politician. She's a Purple Heart veteran. He spent decades in Washington. She's raising a family in Texas. He sold out to Big Pharma for campaign donations. She took on the Pentagon to stand up for women. He voted just this month to take away protections for people with pre-existing conditions. She's fighting tooth and nail to keep them. He's what's wrong with Washington, and she is gonna shake that place up. FFPAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
This is a paid advertisement by Amel and Kirkendall Dwyer LLP for legal services.
We travel the same road, knowing the unexpected may occur. When you need us, we'll be there. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS, Texas Motorcycle Lawyers.
Have you ever been pregnant? Or do you know someone who's been pregnant and she has a little bit of difficulty finding the right food to eat? Well, good news today. We're out here on the patio of KTSM 9, and we're here with Juliana and David of Trattoria Bella Sera Restaurant for al fresco cooking, outdoor cooking. And you're going to make the most popular dish ordered in America, is that right?
Yes, I am. We are making fettuccine chicken all'Alfredo.
Fettuccine chicken Alfredo. And Alfredo is important because you were saying that he invented this because of his pregnant wife.
Yes, he did. So Alfredo was a chef from Rome. They had a small restaurant near the Trastevere River in Rome. He had a restaurant and his wife was pregnant and she had problem eating. And so he decided to make this very light sauce to see if she could take something down, and it was called Alfredo.
What's in the Alfredo sauce?
It's very simple.
Are we going to make that
yes,
today?
Yes, we are.
Okay, well, let's get to that in a moment. But first, we're going to start with this chicken over there, the pollo.
So we're going to do the pollo pre-marinated. You can do this the night before. It's going to be chicken breast marinated with olive oil, white wine, garlic, salt, pepper, and a little bit of parsley. You can do this the night before. You can let it sit in the refrigerator for a day, and it will be perfect to grill after.
So you just put the ingredients, you mix it up, you put it in a Ziploc bag, let it sit overnight to imbibe the juices and flavor.
Yes.
And then it's ready to go.
Yes.
So once we get started cooking on the grill, how long should this whole process take?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
Ooh, so not long if you prepared the chicken in advance.
Correct.
Okay, the secret Alfredo sauce, which is everybody's favorite and very easy for pregnant women to enjoy. How do we do it?
Okay, so you're gonna need some butter, and then you're gonna need some, there's the butter, just go in, a little bit olive oil, just a little bit, a touch of garlic, minced garlic. It's very important, it gives the flavor, salt and pepper. We're gonna put to touch, and a little bit of parsley. If you don't like some of the ingredients, you can abstain from it. This is the right way to do it. So we're gonna have this garlic turn cooking into this butter mixed until it turns nice and kind of brownish. We wanna make sure that the garlic is cooked, and so the flavor changes. Now we're gonna add heavy cream. Heavy cream is Alfredo. We're gonna have this heavy cream.
Oh, smell that. Oh, I'm not even pregnant, and I am saying, amore.
So this cream is going to simmer for a little while. In the meanwhile, we're going to put the chicken on the grill to be cooked, and we're going to have some boiling water for the pasta.
Coming up, we put the deliciousness all together. And yes, I'm going to be trying that. Stay tuned.
Abuela said it best. La familia es todo. Family is everything. But under Republican Tony Gonzalez's plan, our families could lose their health care. Tony Gonzalez would take away protections for people with pre-existing conditions, children with asthma, grandparents with cancer, young mothers. Even coronavirus patients could be kicked off insurance if Tony Gonzalez gets his way. Republican Tony Gonzalez will hurt Texas families. House Majority PAC's responsible for the content of this advertising.
6 months since the Senate has done anything. Texans out of work and getting sick, small businesses shuttering. And John Cornyn, no action, no leadership. But when his party bosses call, he jumps to rush through a Supreme Court nominee.
I'm MJ Hagar. I did 3 tours in Afghanistan, earned a Purple Heart, and I'm raising 2 kids in the middle of a pandemic. And John thinks I'm going to get pushed around in Washington like he has?
I approved this message because it's about time Texas had a senator as tough as we are.
I've been working here for 15 years. Oil and gas isn't just a job, it's our whole community. Even funds our schools. But out-of-state environmentalists want to shut it all down, kill all drilling. And so chose with them, 97% on their scorecard. That's why they're helping fund Small's campaign. These people want to kill my job, our community. And so chose with them, not us.
Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
The power has shifted. During Ram Power Days at Viva Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat Las Cruces, find the truck that you've been dreaming about with the power all other trucks have been dreaming about. With 0% for 72 months and no payments for 90 days, you can grab an all-new Ram 1500 Warlock Quad Cab for only $30,905. Or a 2020 Dodge Charger SXT starting at $22,942. The power of an all-new Ram truck is yours at VivaDodgeRamFiat.com.
A lot of folks say they'll help vets like me, but Ben Ray Lujan actually did. Ken Reege, retired United States Air Force.
Ken was in pain, but was getting the runaround at the VA. He served our country, and it's our duty that vets like him get the care they've earned.
I was ready to give up, but Ben Ray got my calls answered, and I had my surgery. In the Senate, I know he's got our back because he had mine.
I'm Ben Ray Lujan, and I approve this message because I'll always put New Mexico first.
I'm Gina Ortiz-Jones, and this is my story. It starts with my mom coming to America, then escaping an abusive husband to protect her girls. I grew up here in San Antonio, and I learned to work hard. John Jay High School, ROTC scholarship, Air Force, Iraq, and when Mom got cancer, I came home to help. It all shaped who I am today, but I approve this message because how we shape our future matters more.
Il condimento finito. The sauce is ready.
Yes, it is.
Okay, what do we do now?
We're going to put the pre-cooked pasta. You can do it at the moment, or you can pre-cook it. You add it to a little bit hot water so it can warm up for a second. And once it gets like a few seconds into the hot water, you pull it out of the fire. David is going to show you. It's going to drain a little bit of the water out. You can use a colander. Put it back in the bowl, and now the trick is coming. So now we're gonna add the sauce to the pasta. So we're gonna have the sauce nice and thick. Now you can see how the thickness have improved. We're gonna add it to our pasta, okay? And now David's gonna stir it.
A little Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese, and we're gonna
mix that up.
We're gonna mix it up.
I'm thinking about that man in Rome who was trying to please his pregnant wife.
Yes, and then this one, you're gonna twist it a little bit with some Parmigiano. You can put as much Parmigiano as you like. The more, the better.
Yeah, I like.
Yes.
I'll say when.
Yes.
Crickets.
And you can add it to your plate as well. So David's gonna take the chicken now, and he's gonna grill. He's gonna cut it and place it right on top of the fettuccine.
Oh, and of course, previously, David had put some pieces of bread on the grill with a little butter just to char them just a tad. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that bread. Delicious.
That is a ciabatta style bread. And so over here they call it also sourdough. It's a thick bread. It's a heavy bread, but it goes very well with the pasta. And you can slightly grill it. You put a little bit of oil, and now we slice the chicken, then it's pre-marinated and grilled, and there you have it. It is fettuccine, chicken, all'Alfredo sauce.
Oh.
And it's ready for you to have and enjoy for your family in less than 30 minutes. And this is the fettuccine, chicken all'Alfredo to enjoy.
I'm going to get some pasta here, put it on my chicken. I'm thinking back to the man in Rome and his pregnant wife, and he invented the Alfredo sauce. It looks so delicious.
The restaurant is still open, so they still have that restaurant in Rome.
Oh my goodness, it's mild, but it's rich, it's so delicious. Now, if you would like to try this yourself, you can, or you can visit Juliana and David at Trattoria Bella Sera on Yarborough near Montana, or get more information at KTSM.com. Don't forget to click on the Studio 9 tab. So delicioso. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. Sorry, crew. Now, there are two very famous people at State Farm. Jake, of course, in khakis, and Crystal Martinez. I happen to live on the west side, but when I come out to the east side, my jaw drops open because of the growth. All these homes, all these businesses, well, every single person needs insurance for their home, their car, their person, their business. I've come out here to the office of Crystal Martinez, a State Farm agent. Crystal, it's good to see you and talk to you in person.
It's great to meet you.
You are El Paso through and through, all the way, including a UTEP graduate.
Yes, I'm born and raised in El Paso. I love El Paso. My dad was in the military, so we just stuck here, and I did graduate from UTEP in 2008.
Now, you got a degree in mass communications and business, is that right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well, here's your TV opportunity. Crystal, I want to ask you, people in insurance, it's a funny thing because people, they know they have to have it, but sometimes they think, well, I can't pay all my money in insurance. What do you say to something like that?
I think that if you do your homework, you're going to be able to find out there's a lot of discounts available depending on the family or the stage in your life that you're in. But we have a lot of discounts to offer, and it's very affordable. You talked about the growth over here on the east side. That's why I actually opened up on the east side, because it's growing.
I know.
And they keep building and building. Well, if you have brand new home construction, you get 40% discount just because it's brand new construction.
Oh, my
so
goodness.
they're very, very affordable.
You know, a lot of people, of course, have had upheaval with their employment and everything that's going on. People are getting back to work, so that's good. But you offer a plan for about $1 a day or less on paycheck and family protection. What is that about?
Yeah, so I think right now everybody's top of mind is, to be healthy, to protect your family. So I've gotten a lot of inquiries about that, and I think there's a misconception, but life insurance is actually the least expensive insurance that we offer, that you can actually do protection over your income, over your paycheck, and you can do a protection over your mortgage. It's probably $1 or less a day. It's very, very inexpensive, super affordable.
State Farm, you've worked here a long time, haven't you?
This is actually going to be my 17th year with the company.
Yeah.
And it's a great, great company.
Yeah. You know, Crystal, I just would like you to explain this. Can you explain?
Isn't he so handsome? Jake is awesome.
I wonder if he's wearing... He sure is.
He's
wearing
his khakis. What's awesome about Jake is that, if we leave the office at 5:30, he answers my call. He answers your call, so he's helpful.
24 hours. There really is a
24/7.
State Farm 24 hours a day.
He's awesome.
Thanks, Jake from State Farm. Crystal, it has been a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much.
Very nice meeting
Thank you. Chocolate, tequila, and chicken Alfredo. My goodness, I need a nap. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Studio 9, and we'll see you again next time. Keep the ideas coming. Send me an email at rbettis@ktsm.com. Until then, keep smiling, keep shining, El Paso.